Welcome to ArcTanGent, guys. You're one of the first bands to grace the stages this evening at the first ever ArcTanGent. It sounded great to us. How did it feel for you?
I think we all really enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
We had a very good time.
The crowd response was great, and we all had just a really fun time on stage. I mean, sometimes you play
when the crowd are enjoying it.
They went wild.
We was getting some good feedback. I did have a Scottish guy shouting at me for the first two songs. It was only good stuff. It was only good stuff.
Very nice.
He seemed to be loving it.
Yeah,
I saw him and he was having a wonderful time.
So it's good to hear that he was. So shout out to him if he ever watches this video.
Yeah, like a good positive heckle.
That's great. Some more positive heckles are what you want.
Yeah. As many as possible.
Yeah, it's our last show for a while, so that was a really good way to go out.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you've just spent the last couple of years since the release of your debut album Hollow Realm touring Europe. Are you guys getting pretty tired of travelling around so much, or are you still loving every second of it?
I think we just really enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, I think after a while we did a lot of touring of the UK, and then once we realised you could go over to Europe and have a better time, we got excited about that.
Yeah.
And certainly the last European tours we've done have been amazing.
Really fun.
Yeah.
And, but it's been a while since we have done a full tour. I mean, the last year, we've all been kind of doing our own thing, different exciting things. Which
A lot of us have been at university as well, so it's quite difficult to
Real life has taken over a little bit.
But you've done very well at still managing to maintain an active gigging life, so well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
We're just really excited that we can do it. We've had a chance to do a new album, and that it's going to come out, and hopefully people might enjoy it, because we've had a lot of fun making it. Definitely.
Yeah.
but I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but
Yeah.
I think it's worth the wait. Well, we hope so.
Yeah, well, it
You'll be
sounded
the
like
judge
it
of
tonight.
that.
So Tom Woodhead was at the helm as producer of Hollow Realm. How do you feel working with Tom changed the way you worked as musicians, or did it not?
Well, Tom did the first album, and I think him and us learned a lot from just doing. It was our first time doing an album. Tom had only even done a few other albums before.
Maybe not that many albums.
So I think we both got a lot out of it, learning what we want. So when it came to the second one, and Tom was on board,
We had a really nice working relationship, already. We just knew it would work, and I kind of think that he sort of knew what we wanted, because we kind of wanted to go in a different direction, and he sort of straight away understood what we wanted, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to, with the second album, apply everything that we felt we could have done better when it came to recording the first album. We were able to work out the kinks of the second album really quickly, which meant that we were able to record the album in the same amount of time as the first album, but get a lot more done, because we were doing it with this guy we were already really familiar with, we were friends with, and we had a really good working relationship with him.
so all positive all around.
And we had and he brought on a great engineering team with him. So there was two other guys who
Lee and Rob.
often, Lee and
Rob.
Jamie.
Not Rob. We were with them for 10 days.
So they produced quite a lot anyway. So they just brought another element to it, which made it really smooth. And
Yeah.
I feel like they changed. Yeah, there was a lot of we changed a few things in the songs, but the basic structure was still there.
Sounds like perfect working with Tom then. But we see that you, Ruben, know Ash Gardner of House of Strange studio fame. House of Strange have recorded and worked with the likes of Three Trap Tigers and Tall Shit, who are also performing at this festival this weekend. Any plans on working and recording maybe at House of Strange in the future?
I haven't really thought about it. I maybe spoke to him 4 years ago. I don't know. But yeah, no, I haven't really considered it. I didn't really realise he recorded more of the louder bands, because when I was there it was kind of a lot of folky stuff coming out of that studio. But potentially in a few years.
Yeah. So another consideration, but things for Tom sound to be going well. So
Yeah.
you've recently been recording your second album, and it's due for release later on this year. You treated us to a song earlier on this evening, and it sounded fantastic. Can you tell us anything more specific about the album?
I think it's not easy to try and describe what we're going for with the new album, why it's different from this first one. I think the second one, we had a lot of time to think about it. It's been 3 years since the first one, and in a lot of ways that was a really good break for us. We were able to scrap some of the material we did straight away, and really have a think about what we actually wanted to do ourselves. I think perhaps with the first album we were trying to like, to some extent, impress people, like go all out and try and fit as many bits in as possible. And
yeah, it's kind of like, because we were pigeonholed with post rock, we wanted to do something that was still under that bracket maybe, but to us a bit more interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why the first album is quite angular in places and not as like slow and graceful.
Yeah, the new album's it's slightly slower, but as heavy hitting, if not more.
Yeah, it's got a lot more grooves in it, and
less of that and more of that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking forward to more of that.
yeah.
You've played alongside musicians such as Rollo Tomasi, Frank Turner, This Will Destroy You. Who would you like to play alongside in the future?
Mastodon and Weezer.
All in one
bands
gig.
that we all like.
There's not many. We all have very select music tastes, and it's difficult to agree on anything. But Mastodon and Weezer are the two bands we all like. So a gig with those two and us would be perfect.
I think a lot of us like that band Deaf Heaven.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
San Franciscan band.
And
they're really good at that. They've just released a new album. It's so
Deaf Heaven and Swans.
Yeah, we all like
Swans,
Swans as well.
Swans,
Yeah.
we're all into Swans.
Great.
Yeah, I guess just bands we like.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, if there's any promoters listening to this, then maybe they can make your dream lineup happen.
Exactly.
What's been your favourite gig to date and why?
ArcTanGent.
But no, genuinely, actually,
Tonight was one of the
tonight
best
was
ones.
really
it was
good.
actually, without joking aside, today was amazing. Like it was
Yeah.
really, really good fun. And it's playing shows like ArcTanGent that kind of makes all the crappy gigs and not crappy gigs, but like all the kind of
less
gigs
good
when
gigs.
no one comes, we drive for hours and we get treated like crap and stuff like that.
It makes it
Gigs like
worthwhile,
ArcTanGent, where it's put on by people who genuinely care and attended by people who genuinely care, makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also just funny gigs in Europe.
Yeah, we have a lot of.
They're like quite well attended, but I don't know, they're just like, the promoters are always quite funny and
I think there's something about going over to like mainland Europe and meeting different people and like experiencing a different crowd. And I think a lot of the people, particularly like in, I don't know, like when we went over to Poland, about a year and a half now, it's really fun to play in somewhere really different, and people really appreciate you coming that far out. So yeah, that's really fun.
I enjoy playing in Czech when we played to a dog. There was
Just
a dog
a
in the
dog.
audience.
Well, there's a dog and a few other people.
The dog was like sniffing around the merch afterwards.
I think you wanted a T-shirt, but you
wanted
couldn't
a
say.
7-inch.
Didn't have anything his size, unfortunately.
New line for you, Doggy Rain.
Doggy brain. That'd be funny.
So, has there been a worse gig? Or have they all been pretty...
Well,
pretty
the thing
happy?
is, we always say that like if it's a really bad gig, there's always something really funny about it that makes it just like brings it up anyway. So like, well, we probably have had a worse
to be honest,
gig.
it's more like, as long as we get like a beer and like a meal.
Maybe that time.
We're pretty easy to please.
Well, maybe the worst gig was when that Czech show was. The Czech show was a rescheduled show that we didn't manage to get to.
Chris actually dislocated his knee.
that was
two songs into a pretty much sold out show. Chris dislocated his knee and the show ended after two songs.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
It just happened on
Magic.
stage.
I just kind of asked like.
It was in Bristol and it was in the middle of some riots as well, so we couldn't get into
the Stokes
hospital.
Croft riots were going on.
Yeah, that's
It was
Yeah.
hectic.
To wait like over an hour for an ambulance to come because we rang them and they didn't believe us.
Just some background noise there.
Can't escape these fans. Can you?
Yeah, I dislocated my knee and I just had a really bad time
Yeah.
after what was going to be a really good gig.
How old were you when you first learnt to play an instrument? And is it the instrument you're currently playing in the band?
I was 15, 16 when I started to learn the drums. And well, I did a bit of violin early on, but could only
Where's
play
come from? I never knew that.
could only play like 3 Blind Mice or something like that. But and it's just still the same instrument I'm playing.
I kind of, when I was like 7, my parents sent me to guitar lessons, which I really grudgingly did. Which obviously when I was about 7, my parents sent me to guitar lessons, so probably since then. And it was when I was about 12 that I started properly getting into it and doing it because I wanted to, not because my parents were like.
Yeah.
And that was guitar or...
Guitar.
Yeah.
And then bass when I was 15.
Yeah, I think I started playing the violin at 7, so quite young.
Wow. Yeah.
Just saw it in, like...
You knew.
Yeah, just at school I was like, I want to learn that. Then I also played guitar when I got a bit older, but yeah, I still play both.
I started playing piano actually first when I was about 9 or 10, and then I changed to guitar when I was about 13 and never looked back, and don't play piano anymore.
What's the first song you learned?
I think it might have been that song about Mary and sheep.
I already had a little
Mine
one.
was,
That's the one.
I think that's a standard, like the one that every kid
piano
learns.
song.
Yeah, mine was like, I went to the
But
Saints
I
go
think my
marching
first one on
in.
guitar was Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind. So,
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Good song.
Great. And so finally, to finish up, we're going to have a light-hearted one. Finish the following sentence. If I had talons, I would...
Stroke your face.
Ouch.
That would hurt.
If I had
Talons.
I would.
I don't know. No,
Steal
come over
candy
this
from
side and I'll
kids? I
decide.
don't know.
If I had talons, I would...
If I had talons.
Yeah, like actual talons.
Oh, talons. We were just a band.
I still can't think of anything. Catch small mole.
If I had talons, I would go shopping more often. Just easy to pick things up.
That's true.
I've already got talons.
There we go.
You're so.
No, I don't know what I'd do if I had just get plastic
Thank
surgery.
you very much.
Thanks so
Yeah, it
much
could
for
be-
chatting to us, guys.
Yeah,
You've
no
been
worries.
fantastic. Enjoy the rest of the festival, and we'll catch you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.